Bosnia and Herzegovina distinguishes incredible breathtaking nature, rich cultural heritage, and many ancient cities molded by different empires throughout the epochs. The country also conceals some mysterious and hidden places, like these stone spheres of unknown origin, scattered all across the landscape. The green pyramids with an inexplicable energy beam rising from the top, and the tunnel complex with healing properties under the ground. And there is a sacred Apparition Hill in Medjugorje, where Virgin Mary invites the pilgrims from all across the globe. All these extraordinary places and people I've met impressed me and compelled me to share their story. I won't try to prove or disprove anything. I respect people's beliefs, feelings, and opinions, esoterics and Christians, their search for inner peace, spiritual awakening, healing, unique energy, and a Holy Spirit.
Remember number 3, sacred number. Birth, life, death, 3 dimensions. With the pyramid, basically we get our connection with the sky and the spirituality and the energy of the universe.
Are we doing well? Yes or yes? The Bosnian Pyramid brings creation and healing for the whole world.
Ever since Virgin Mary appeared in 1981, millions of pilgrims have been gathering in Medjugorje. I must admit that I was very skeptical about the appearances. Now that I'm here, though, I can sense that it is a kind of a magical place, where many things between heaven and earth that one thinks are unlikely are possible. Many discover here a new connection to God and strengthen their faith. Some find healing. It is difficult to get away from addictions that do harm. I prayed with a rosary for 2 months and then suddenly it was gone. Issues that I worked on for years were suddenly gone. This is where I had a very distinct feeling Mary is taking my hand and guiding me. That's why I wanted to come to Mary and visit her.
The ancients were smart. They knew when they apply elements of sacred geometry, they can affect energy flow. You just need to learn how to live in the harmony with the nature. And energy flows are very important. The people had the ability to know where is positive or negative spot. You find positive spot, you use the geometrical shapes to amplify.
The unconventional views by Dr. Samos Monagic make him publicly controversial.
Direct link between energy, our spirituality, our health. So for us, this is a sacred space that had to be protected. The stone balls is very interesting technology. Obviously somebody shaped them, because if you find them in different places on the planet, from different materials, granite, which never comes perfectly spherical in the nature, volcanic stone, also perfectly spherical. Here, somebody melted the stone, adding the additives in Bosnia, or even limestone, which was shaped. All over the planet, somebody was using the power of the spherical shape, the power of the stone balls. The ball is one of the 3 most powerful geometrical shapes when it comes to the energy. First one is the pyramid, the second one is a conical shape, the third one is a spherical shape. If you have energy potent place under the ground, energy water streams, some very powerful minerals, iron plates, iron ore, quartz crystal, the stone balls amplify those energies. And with that, we develop our spiritual senses, our health and immunity goes up and so on. So the ancients were smart because they were always using natural energy sources, amplifying them, and that was the story, and it has been the story for the last thousands, if not tens of thousands of years.
The Peace Walk, an overwhelming first impression of Medjugorje. Pilgrims walk 11 kilometers while praying from Humaj to Medjugorje. The Peace Walk was initiated by a German, Hubert Liebherr, in 1992. It was a plea of peace to the world leaders to end the Balkan War. It has since become a tradition, a plea for peace everywhere. I meet with a group of Germans from the Medjugorje Circle Cologne. They take me to Regina Passi's house at the edge of the town, where the consecration of the hearts of Jesus and Mary Beatitudes are being held. Many of the pilgrims have been coming here for years now. Udo Schiffer is the priest in retirement, and this is his first visit to Medjugorje. Here, he is giving a blessing to the pilgrims. I do believe that prayers are stronger here than at home. And yes, stronger prayer is more likely to be heard. The prayer being heard, receiving forgiveness, finding comfort and relief. For many, the Lady of Medjugorje has the healing power and the answers to their prayers. Indeed, I feel my faith is strengthened. Even as a priest, there are doubts in faith, and the worldwide atheism burdens me.
I think the religious experiences one gains here, also among the other pilgrims, is that everyone is here for the Mother of God. It's possible to speak about things here with the other pilgrims. One would never mention it at home. There's such a release here, where one learns things about other people that they possibly wouldn't even tell their best friend, because we're all giving ourselves to Mary's hand. It doesn't have to be something big. It's about being able to say something to our beloved God, which might even come with tears. The Mother of God knows very well why she appears here, and why she's always inviting us.
So many people find renewed joy in their faith here. Now in this huge group, at evening Mass, over 5,000 people come together. That definitely strengthens the joy. When at home, you're always seeing empty pews.
Zdrava Maria, milosti puna, Gospodin s tobom, blagoslovljena ti među ženama i blagoslovljen plod utrobe tvoje, Isus. Zdrava Maria, milosti puna, Gospodin s tobom, blagoslovljena ti među ženama i blagoslovljen plod utrobe tvoje, Isus.
30 kilometers from the capital Sarajevo, in the Bosnian Pyramids Valley, the esoterics have found the place to experience epiphany, spiritual awakening, find healing, and connect with the universe.
We are getting to the bigger river. The water shares a lot of information with us. Magical forests. Giants to our right. This is what the freedom is. We remember number 3, sacred number. Birth, life, death, 3 dimensions. In the name of the Father and the Son and the Holy Spirit. So, with the pyramid, basically we get our connection with the sky and the spirituality and the energy of the universe.
Are we doing well? Yes or yes? The Bosnian Pyramid brings creation and healing for the whole world. Yes or yes? Healing for the whole world? We're currently at the summer solstice. And in fact, at the summer solstice, there is a very fine layer between the dimensions that you can enter if you are prepared. The summer solstice is here by the Sun Pyramid, which means we are entering the fifth dimension of enlightenment. We are connected with the Christian energy, the energy of Christ, but not the Catholics and not the church. This is the church. I left the church and have been visiting Bosnia with groups for 5 years now.
Why did you leave the church?
Because the church is slightly closed off, and you don't have the connection to your head chakra for creation, freedom, and lightness. I left the church. I believe in something greater, but not in what the Christians or the church preaches.
What are you here for?
For healing, for the energy, and to solve the mystery.
The Virgin Mary is often the last hope for the pilgrims, either to comfort and give relief, or to heal the body and soul. Udo Schiffer carries here the hope for others too. Where the Mother of God is active and speaks to the people, there is always healing. And I have heard from ill people back home, take our matters with you. I have done this, and I bring them here to Holy Mass and to my personal prayers. The people at home have expectations when one comes here, that something can be done for them too. Over the past 36 years, there have been more than 600 cases of healing recorded here. Udo Schiffer hopes his prayers will be answered as well. I must admit that I was very skeptical about the appearances. Now that I'm here, though, I can sense that it is a kind of a magical place where many things between heaven and earth that one thinks are unlikely are possible. The Catholic Church has never confirmed Virgin Mary's appearances in Medjugorje, but this doesn't stop the droves of pilgrims from all over the globe from gathering at the Apparition Hill. I climbed the Pilgrim's Rosary path with Gunther Burman and his group. He is a guide for the Medjugorje Circle Cologne Club. He and his wife, Annette, have been coming here for years.
Der Herr ist mit dir. Du bist benedeit unter den Frauen. Und benedeit ist die Frucht deines Leibes, Jesus.
I believe in God. I am a logical person, and for me, belief enters there where science ends. I truly believe that this place here is quite special. You have to find it in yourself to believe at the appearance. I believe in it. What you repeatedly see here on the many travels is that people are burdened by their concerns, be it a loss or divorced partner or illness. I haven't experienced healing, but rather that people carry on with a smile or a lighter heart from here. These stone spheres, found in Costa Rica, New Zealand, Russia, and on 20 locations in Bosnia, a mystery unexplained by scientists and worshipped by esoterics. It felt peaceful and fulfilling being here.
guiding me to different places, and my consciousness can really travel to different places across the globe. So what happens when you actually connect with that?
Actuellement, quand vous connectez avec les sphères,
With your consciousness or physically,
avec votre conscience qui est
it
là,
has a huge effect of expanding your energy field. And I was stood on top of one of the spheres with bare feet,
et que j'étais debout sur l'une de ces sphères,
thinking I'd been there 5 minutes.
j'étais là depuis 5 minutes.
But what I was experiencing is very different to the meditations at the tunnels and the pyramid complex. It starts to take you gradually through wave bands.
Susan Dunderdale Jones is a professional archaeologist with long ties to Oxford and Winchester University, and she is open-minded. She practices consciousness and energy studies. Today, Susan is sharing her experience with others.
I still, like everybody else, had these questions, pyramids in Bosnia, and as an archaeologist, somebody who was working in that field, writing bone reports, even despite all the energy connections, I still, the human part of me, had a form of doubt, and I needed to come and see for myself. But what happened to me when I came here, I started seeing energy even stronger, because I see energy, I see auras, but I don't just see auras, I see, like, sometimes it's like rain moving in a room or in a place or outside, or spirals. I see lights, I see what I see as beings that come and interact with you, different light forms. I went into onto the pyramid, and I felt this huge energy. Before I even understood about the physics that had been measured there, I just went to feel it for myself and see it. And by the way, I have had my eyes tested, and I haven't got some strange disorder that is something to do with my sight. I've visited many, many sacred sites across the world, including the pyramids in Egypt, where I saw some very unusual things, but nothing on the scale as this place. This place had an energy phenomenon that really captured me, and partly as a scientist who'd done some experiments in consciousness, I wanted to understand more about that complex. Yes, of course, it's right that there are skeptics, of course, around the world. But what I would say is just be open. Should we really rule something completely out just based on knowledge? Or should we actually start to question things and start to allow our minds to think about perhaps what we've traditionally thought as impossible as being possible? Because after all, that's how science advances, that's how the world advances.
Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou among women, and blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus.
Grüßet seist du, Maria, voll der Gnade. Der Herr ist mit dir. Du bist benedeit unter den Frauen, und benedeit ist die Frucht deines Leibes, Jesus.
Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners, now and at the hour of our death.
Dirko Juchem, a musician from Germany, walks the Rosary path to Virgin Mary's Apparition Hill alone. His past accompanies him the whole way. I have visited many places, tried Zen Buddhism. I studied Hinduism and yoga. At some point, I got my hands on a rosary, and I figured I would give it a try and switch my daily Zen meditation of 20 to 25 minutes with the rosary prayer. I did that for 2 months, and after those 2 months, I realized that my life had completely changed. I had the feeling that specifically Maria had helped me with so many things, especially with addictions and things that bothered me, which I had been working on resolving for many years and just couldn't succeed. It is quite difficult to get away from habits and addictions that do harm. I prayed with a rosary for 2 months, and then suddenly it was gone. Issues that I worked on for years were suddenly gone. This is where I had a very distinct feeling Mary is taking my hand and guiding me. That's why I wanted to come to the Apparition Hill. I wanted to come to Mary and visit her. The Hill Visočica, newly Bosnian Pyramid of the Sun, shows a strange phenomenon. It is emitting an electrical energy beam with 28 kilohertz. This phenomenon brings Dr. Sam Osmanagic to believe the pyramids are energy machines and our gateway to the universe.
What he filmed below the tumulus, it was like energy ring. And it seems that the function of the tumulus was to catch this energy coming from underground. And through different layers, focus it all the way to the top. And then at the top, we measured 28 kilohertz electrical field. So it seems that all these other objects, all other structures in the valley are giving support to the main structure, the Sun Pyramid, making it stronger so it can do its function, which has something to do with the interplanetary communication or direct connection with the sun, which then could be used as the gate to other star systems in our galaxy, which in return is the base for the cosmic internet. Yeah. So this is what I think. I might be wrong, a lot of times I'm wrong, but it gives us an idea.
Because 50-54, it's very special rhythm. 54, this is the heartbeat of the planet Earth in a low frequency range. 54 minutes, one impulse. So if you want to tune anything like pyramid or tumulus on the rhythm of the heart of the planet Earth, synchronize. The main spine energetical wave should be 54, exactly 54, that's right.
The energy beam of the Bosnian Pyramid of the Sun was proven by engineers and physicists over the past years. Valery Mikhailovich Uvarov is paleotechnologist and pyramid researcher. He strongly believes in the power and healing properties of the pyramids.
Investigations, scientific investigations, which have been done in Russia for the last 25 years, gave us a chance to see that energy of the pyramid have a very positive effect on the human body. If we start to use the pyramids, they will change us and energetic environment critically. And this is the reason why I made decision and we have started to build pyramids in Russia. Now we are building the big complex of the pyramids and we are building a city for 8,000 people, which will be living among the pyramids. This energy affected me also very, very deeply. And I have to confess, I come back home and I was different. I have experienced absolutely unusual effect, very positive effect on me. I became much more positive than before. So I can confess, this is the place of unification, where people are coming to each other and their heart moves together. This is the place of crystallization of love. This is the heart chakra of the planet Earth.
Many have been attracted by the phenomenon measured on the hill Vysočica, or the Bosnian Pyramid. Stefan Kurschwitz came from Germany a couple of years ago. I was initially led here by work in 2013. I'm an engineer, measurement technician, and building biologist. This prompted me to research this region to separate facts from myth. Ultimately, I was more intrigued by the effects of this hill and what scientists from all over the world were measuring here. I brought my own measuring instruments and studied the area, including the tunnels. That's how I started looking closer into things. Stefan has traveled the world, searching for energetic and spiritual places. He has visited many, but experienced nothing on the scale of the Bosnian pyramids and tunnels anywhere. Together with his brother Wolfgang, he built a hotel, Pyramid Lodge, on the foothill of the pyramid to stay connected and share his experience. The fascination we have here in Bosnia is that we have a main communicator at the top, just like Nikola Tesla described it with 28 kilohertz. I show this to people, and we have been receiving amazing feedback and results from them. Even if those are just general changes that affect life, or if there is healing. Even disregarding healing, people share that they come here to do something for their health. Most people coming to Virgin Mary's Apparition Hill in Medjugorje are also seeking health and spiritual improvement. Dirko Juchem has tried many spiritual ways on his life's path. Buddhism, Feng Shui, Reiki, and more. But nothing felt right other than becoming Christian and meeting Virgin Mary. I would simply say there is no comparison because this is real. An esoterica. We're imagining things, in my opinion. What I have experienced and see also among a lot of Catholics is, and I am full convinced of this, that unfortunately we accommodate faith to our needs. We pick and choose from everything as we wish. Here, a little feel-good Reiki and a little sound here and there, and then we'll meditate a little, and then we have angels cards. These days, we all make religion on our own and don't fully live our faith. That's how I feel. I've been religious for 3 or 4 years now, and I feel like it's a process that we have to work through. We can't just snap our fingers and suddenly say, I believe and all's good, and then we're all singing and happy. I believe this applies to Catholicism, and that we can't just verbalize it, but that we have to build up our faith in God. The situation here is that we are indeed capable of providing results, also in tunnels. People can start to say, that, what I feel, actually exists here. We can prove it is definitely there. It's not just an assumption, or an esoteric thought, or a medial transmission, or a personal truth. We actually have facts that help us return to the origins, to intuition and emotion. At the entrance to the pyramid complex Avne, locals greet spiritual people from many countries, looking to make a small fortune. The positive energy is helping them as well, by giving them a chance to provide for their families in a country economically still devastated by the last war. Dr. Sam is here as well. He takes the group of Swedish tourists to the museum of the Bosnian Pyramid Valley.
The Bosnian Pyramids are a very unique and interesting discovery. It's been 12 years since April of 2005 when I first came to central Bosnian town of Visoko in Bosnia and Herzegovina. But then I saw this, which people call the natural hill. I immediately knew that we have a case of perfect geometry, 4 sides, triangular faces. So for me, the case was very clear. We have artificially made structure, a pyramid. We started the excavation. 1 meter below the soil, we started finding those blocks. We took samples, analyzed them at the 7 institutes for materials in Italy, France, Czech, Slovakia, Bosnia. They all told us it was artificially made concrete. When we proved that we have construction complex, we had to move on. We had to prove what was the true purpose of this complex. We used several methods. One of them was using the special camera, PIP camera, that can see bioenergy fields above the objects, cities, pyramids. If you have a natural hill, like Mountain Avala in Serbia, those fields are horizontal. Villages, horizontal fields. Natural pointy hill, horizontal hills. But Bosnian Pyramid of the Sun gives us vertical field. Vertical, vertical, 2007, vertical, 2011, 2015, always vertical field. Or on this poster, to our right, we can see the city of Visoko with horizontal ambiental fields, and then to the left, the Pyramid of the Sun with the vertical fields, which was the first sign that actually we deal with the energy machine. And then we had a number of experts from energy field, physicists, electrical engineers, sound engineers, showing that on the top of the Sun Pyramid there was an electrical field which was 28 kilohertz frequency going up, getting stronger and stronger. Using drone video equipment, we did prove that there is a form of the scalar waves above the Bosnian Pyramid of the Sun, which was the first case that such waves that moves much quicker than the speed of light are registered above any of the pyramids or any of the structures. Scalar waves were a sign of very advanced technology.
Next stop is aura measurement.
In this machine we are going to scan your 10 fingers.
Okay.
Just the tops. Thumb finger, this one.
Yeah.
So you get it inside and touch it. Touch it and keep it. Okay. Very good. And now you put your middle finger.
Yeah.
Okay?
Okay.
This is your aura field, bioenergy field around your body.
Okay.
If it is continuous, no interruption, no discontinuation,
Yeah.
it means it's very good field.
Okay.
You have very good field, you see? No interruption.
Yeah.
So this looks very good.
That is good.
How can they measure those things?
We have electrical field around us, electrical field. So what's this measuring is that electrical field. This mostly shows the state of energy, energetical body, which is important. When we go to the doctor, they show us only state of physical body.
Ob das ein heiliger Ort ist? Ja.
Is this a holy place? Yes, probably. Though I don't want to determine anything about the appearances. Atheists, and especially science-oriented people, ask it often. They ask, are these appearances real? And I don't want to determine that. I just see what happens here. And that is, one could say in quotation marks, magical.
Man könnte jetzt sagen in Anführungsstrichen magisch.
I don't like that word much. So many things happen here.
Hier kommen junge Leute.
Many young people come here, and a week later, they have the feeling they want to be priests, or the feeling they want to go join a convent. To walk up here while praying with a rosary, that was something special for me. To come to the Mother of God and conclude the prayer there, that was special. I look at her then, and this is naturally my imagination. She's smiling at me in that moment, and I can sense that she is within me and is leading me. I can't explain it. Everyone can feel that when they're here, or they don't feel it. Those are personal and very intimate experiences.
Please take the safety hat.
Dr. Sam, as he is lovingly referred to, finally takes the Swedish group to the ancient tunnels. They are about to have their special experience in the tunnel complex Avne. Here, frequencies and negative ions have been measured. According to Dr. Sam, they are highly energetic and have healing properties.
We have just entered the underground labyrinth Ravne. We are standing right now on this map, we are here, and this is the Bosnian Pyramid of the Sun. It's about 2.5 kilometers from the entrance to the pyramid.
Advancing further into the tunnel, the atmosphere rises among the people. Almost everyone feels excited and tense. What happens next?
So, what we have here, 21 meters below us, underground water flow. Underground water moves, and here, there is this little splitting point. The water is hitting underground obstacle and then splitting into two streams. And this is the place where a rather strong energy is generated. And they place this block exactly above it. So, water moves, releases the energy, hitting quartz crystal, activating quartz crystal. It is surrounded by ceramic. Ceramic resonates, producing electromagnetic fields, which we can measure using our scientific instruments. The first frequency we measure 7.83 Hertz, which is our Schumann resonance, the natural field of the planet. The second one, 28 kilohertz. So there is an energy flow through the tunnels. They are like a spiral, energy flowing, spinning, and then going through the top. This block neutralizes negative energy, transforming to the positive. And with little techniques and little practice, we can really start feeling this energy field. So now we're going to try to experience the energy field of this block. So what we're going to do, we're going to open our hands and keep it 10 centimeters above the block. We relax, we close our eyes, and we try to see if we can get energy from this block. I think we can very soon feel little tingling in our fingers, the energy flowing through our fingers. Some people feel the breeze between our hands and the block. Some people feel warm or cold. Okay, anything?
I feel breeze.
Breeze, all right. That's one. Next one.
One hand warmer, one colder.
In Bosnia,
I am being strongly challenged by the legends and stories about happenings here being more than just myths and legends. Something must have really happened here that has something to do with hybrid energy. The old stories and legends encompass a part of the mystery of what quantum physics is displaying today through the energy measurements we have made here. And the Bogomils, the old religion that scarcely anyone knows about, used to reign and rule from up here. This religion is spread over almost the whole of the Balkans in the 11th through 14th centuries. What they did is actually connected with the energy that we're measuring here right now, which is, in the end, a mystery for many. The appearance of Virgin Mary in Medjugorje remains a mystery as well. There is no explanation for the phenomenon, and most of the pilgrims don't need one. What counts is how it makes them feel.
This love that we experience here isn't limited to now or this week, but it's something that we carry out into the world and spread all around us. I believe this is what the Mother of God wants. She wants us to carry her light and love out and share. Sometimes I'm so touched that I also have to cry. It releases something inside of me, frees me. It's different from back home because there you are caught in daily life. You have to work and care for family. Here, you can simply be free. You go to Holy Mass every day. You don't do that at home. You have so much time to pray and be at peace, to just sit there and observe and talk to other people. This experience is not possible at home in that way. You can't really put it into words. It would be unjust. It doesn't come close to describing what truly happens to you and how you're being transformed.
You can retreat here, go to the Apparition Hill, the Cross Hill. You can pray by yourself. If you really open yourself, something will happen. In Tunnel Complex Ravne, something is transpiring as well. However strange it appears, the explanation sounds logical.
We named this chamber a healing chamber. And then we wanted to find the scientific explanations, what's happening here. We measured the concentration of negative ions with this instrument right here. Negative ions, as the medical science knows, are very good for our health because they raise the level of oxygen in our body. They connect with the dust in the air. Dust comes down to the ground. And they kill the viruses and bacteria. I remember as a kid, people were always saying, if you had problem with the breathing and the sinuses, go to Igman. There you're going to start breathing again because of ozone, because of negative ions. 4,000. In this chamber, between 20,000 and 40,000, 10 times higher. So these negative ions work on our body, clean our body. When we are outside, we are attacked all the time, from above, from below. And our body cells fight those enemies. Here, no enemies. The moment we enter the tunnels today, without the enemies, for the first time in our life, our body cells could start doing their job. And what is their job? To fix the problems in our body, to start the regeneration process, to start the self-healing process.
Okay, when you hear the beep, you can go to another.
If I can hear. Dr. Sam's wife Sabina is taking a second aura reading from a Swedish tourist, Matti Salo.
Okay, let's do left hand. Good. Before and after? Okay, before you had a good aura, before entering the tunnel, it's continuous.
Yes.
But you have missing some parts here.
Yeah.
It's not too bad, but the aura is a little bit... Yes.
Going.
Okay, this is after, so it's much better, it's brighter, and it's more better distributed.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see your chakras. Okay, these were your chakras before.
Yeah.
You was now, after the tunnels, they're a little bit bigger. This is your throat chakra. You're doing something with your voice, you sing or you teach or you...
Many people say it's something in my voice, I don't know.
Yeah.
That Norwegian healer said to me about 2-3 years ago, you must do it something in your voice.
The biggest energy you have here.
Okay.
Okay, you really should do something with your voice. This one is coming back to a balance, so you would need probably a few more times of the tunnels to balance yourself and do meditate, because only the people who does meditate inside can have the perfectly balanced.
At the crowded entrance, I meet Ratko Chop, who found the cure for Parkinson's disease here.
So what did your doctor say when you said, the Bosnian Pyramids tunnel healed me?
He said, go again. Try it. Do what is necessary to be done. No tremor. The voice is also recovered. The smell is recovered.
The voice?
Yeah.
You mean your voice was trembling before?
I was losing the voice, like totally without voice.
Oh my gosh.
So I was not able to pick up the phone. Now I can sing in the opera. So also the face mimic is different, because the Parkinson's disease patients get the stone face. I can smile now, I am happy. I can show my expressions, and coming to the tunnel means that I fill my body with energy.
Filled with positive energy, everybody is enjoying the special day on the esoteric calendar. It is the summer solstice. It's being celebrated in Park Ravne.
How happy are we? We were just inside the pyramids, and we've absorbed all the energy generated by the Bosnian pyramids and in the tunnels. That's why we're filled with a great happiness. So we're using this festival here today, together with Sam, to connect with people all over the world and to send love like a beam everywhere. We want that there's peace in the whole world, happiness and freedom, so everyone can think about what the meaning of life is.
The afternoon Holy Mass on the day of the appearance of Virgin Mary is one of the most impressive experiences in Medjugorje. The pilgrimage entirely and truly fulfilled. I feel the great spirit of many prayers in the air. The pilgrims feel freed and satisfied. The people don't expect to have apparition itself. Here, where the Mother of God speaks to the seers repeatedly, they come to celebrate the faith.
I think I can clearly say for myself that I feel an infinite peace here and deep love. I've discovered endless love and rediscovered a new depth in my faith. I have often described this place as a spiritual fuel station.
Hier ist eine geistige Tankstelle.
An incredible journey gives birth to a wish in me that Bosnia and Herzegovina may prosper and become a spiritual energy station for everyone, especially for the people living here. May peace and happiness always be with them. I'm grinding us some coffee, so the whole valley will smell nice. It smells so good.
Schmeckt very good, schmeckt Kaffee. Very good.